Micky Horswill.
Hiya.
How are you doing, pal?
I'm alright, I think.
Good to see
Never know
you.
these days, but I think I'm alright.
Good to see you. Just interviewed Bobby Kerr there, obviously 73.
That'll be hard work, was it?
You did great. Lovely, obviously winning captain 73.
The general.
Obviously you're a local lad, Stanley. You know, I'm 9 years of age watching you, got the first colour TV. That day, colour TV, 1973. That day, Michael, was so fantastic. What's your thoughts? Bobby mentioned the day before, the night, you're very nervous. What was it like, 73?
I was never nervous. The only time I ever got nervous was, I don't know if you remember in them days, but when you came out onto Wembley, you both walked out together and you stood waiting for the Royalty to come out.
Yeah.
And you stood facing each other. Nowadays you stand in one long line.
Yeah.
But in them days you stood opposite each other and you had to stare across at the other team. And we'd never seen the Leeds lads then, you know, who were superstars compared to us. You know, they were all my idols, Bremners and all them. And I remember I looked across and I stared at Alan Clark for some reason. I think he must have been just opposite me. And I just stared at him and I started to shake a little bit. And they played the national anthem and I was shaking. And then when the national anthem stopped, we could move and we could run about. And then we were back, we were dying to get at them again, you know. That was the only time that I ever felt nervous, the whole of the cup run. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Marvellous. And you know, the achievement, obviously my day came in 1987, but obviously, I think 73, you're a young kid, and the years before at Wembley, did you go to Wembley before? Obviously, did you watch any games, or did Bob Stewart take you training?
I'd been as a junior. Alan Brown was the manager at Sunderland. It was like my second father. He'd give us me chance and everything. And I remember we went to play in London once. It was when I first made my debut, about a year and a half before our cup final. And we went down there early and we went to watch England play Germany. And Germany had a number 10. I forgot his name. Oh, he was fantastic. And we were clapping him. Yeah. And we were in the crowd and we clapped him because he beat England on his own. And I remember the manager getting up and giving us a right telling off. He was shouting at us because we were clapping the Germans, but we were only clapping this one guy. He was absolutely, he had long hair, really long hair, number 10. I can't remember his name, but that's the only other time that I'd been to Wembley. I think the only guy who played at Wembley for us was Richie Pitt, who played for England schoolboys
that's right.
at Wembley. He was the only one. The rest of us had never been out anywhere near it.
And then, I mean, those days, it is the greatest day, and obviously, people say to you, try and take it all in, and it just passes so quick. And
people say, what do you remember of it? And it's very difficult to remember parts of it.
That's right.
You know, I remember little weeny bits during the game, but that's all. When I was a kid and I used to play in the streets, and I'd be playing on my own, we lived in a little pit house, and I used to play on the wall on my own when I was little, going all the way up, and all I ever wanted to do was to walk, because I used to watch the cup final every year, and see them go up the stairs, and all I ever wanted to do was to go up the stairs, get me medal and turn around and look at all them people looking at you. And I can't remember going up and getting me medal. You know, just so frustrating.
Absolutely.
I can't remember going up and getting it.
The greatest day.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, you can't take it all in. It's impossible.
It's a heck of a day. It's
Plus
fantastic.
I'd been ill. As soon as the final whistle went, I was ill in the tunnel.
Really?
That's why I'm not on any of the pictures.
Right.
I was absolutely exhausted and I went into the tunnel. And I was being ill in the tunnel. Yeah. And then when they went up for the medals, that's when I came back out and I went up. Yeah. And if you go on the run around and that, I just had to walk around on my own because I was really struggling.
That's fantastic.
Exhausted.
You did a job on Johnny Giles in Bremner. That's fantastic, man. Yeah. And you know, you look back at that day as well. And I'll take the Bobby Kerr there. Obviously, big underdogs, but you know, you beat Man City, you beat Arsenal, and then suddenly Ian Porterfield. You won your luck against Europe. You know, these guys, Leeds, weren't just good. They were one of the best teams in Europe.
We beat Derby County, who were top of the then First Division, now Premiership. Derby County were the top. We beat them in the League Cup as well. So we beat the only team we never beat in the top 5 in the division was Liverpool. We never played Liverpool that year. And Liverpool wouldn't play us in the Charity Shield. The year after, that's the only time they've never played the Charity Shield. Because we all wanted to go back to Wembley. Liverpool wouldn't play us. So we went up to Celtic, because Celtic had won the league in Scotland. So we went up to Scotland to play Celtic as the Charity Shield game. Kenny Dalglish and all them were playing.
Some players.
And we beat them.
That's fantastic.
At Celtic we beat them as well. You know?
So I'm going to ask you a question. Ask Bobby, right? I had great belief as a young player like yourself. I couldn't care who I was playing against. It could have been, there could have been outstanding superstars, but you go and play, and I felt always had a chance. So you're playing against Leeds United, one of the best teams in Europe. On that day, did you really believe you could beat them?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
All the time.
Yeah,
all
that's
the time.
great. You have to have a belief. Yeah.
It was so, if you don't believe it, you're never going to do it. Right?
Oh, that's great.
But we just wanted to get at them. I remember the first time we went, the first big game that we got, because none of us had played in the first division or anything. The first big game was when we got drawn against Manchester City.
Oh, massive.
In the 6th round.
Yeah.
So we went down to Main Road at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember standing in the tunnel. We were nearly bottom of the 2nd division.
Yeah.
It was my first
Incredible
year.
story, yeah.
I was 19, and like Dennis Lowe walked past me, and Mick Summerby walked past me, and Franny Lee walked past me, and I was like, wow, look at all these. And I went back in the dressing room and all the lads were saying, I said, yeah, they're all out there. I said, let's get stuck into them all. Just wanted to get into them and smash them,